Hello everyone, welcome back to this hot seat. So let's get started and enter. Represented, sure, why not? Alright. So, that message right there was, I've made a little, been talking a bit with the TO.
At your service.
And
Yes, is there something I can do for you?
I think we're going to have ourselves an alliance if
That is all.
he still wants that. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a pretty brief explanation, but yeah, there's not much else to say that besides that. Me and Tio have been talking. I've been talking with other factions as well, and well, I guess that's a decision I've come to. So first, let's check our finances. We have a small amount of profits. Yeah, we have quite a bit of an army here that we're not putting to much use yet, which is of course putting a strain on our economy. Hopefully, we can rectify the situation.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
Marching to battle with pride, lord. My lord, besieging settlement. The siege is ongoing, lord. Yes.
Peasants got some archers. Actually, what if
Yes, lord.
if I do
Confronting
assault,
the enemy.
I think I can just auto-resolve this. There we go.
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors. Strength.
That takes care of that.
Victory.
Little land clearance here. We need the money, and there's another town down here that might be worth considering and to take, worth taking into consideration for taking. And we can see some towns here with map information. We see some Mongolian towns here, just a couple of them. It's interesting because they appear to be undefended. I haven't really been thinking very much of expanding there, but who knows, maybe there's an army working in this area just waiting to pounce on me. And we have some Lithuanian cities over here. I'm gonna check this out actually. They don't appear to have very large garrisons or anything. So I'm assuming that Lithuania has most of its armies in the field. Because honestly, what's the point of having a garrison if your troops aren't in danger, you're under danger of attack? So what am I gonna do? Well, first off, let's take my assassin. I'm just gonna put him over here. I'm gonna take my army here, just keep my garrison in this area, and I will move my army that way because well, I'm a bit uncertain as to what's coming over here. I'm not sure if the HRE or Denmark's gonna come this way, but I don't have very much troops over in this area, and we'll see what we'll do so far. And who knows, maybe if the TO decide to change their mind, or if by some chance me sending my diplomat over here, he might reject it next turn and just like assassinate my diplomat and just have some army stationed somewhere and jump out and attack me. So it's good to get my my army right here in the field, just to take any potential actions of like unforeseen consequences. Now, I'm not saying if any of these things will happen. I don't have any actual reason to really believe that the TO will do anything that will cause him to be hostile towards me, or like just go back on our agreement. But you never know. I mean, this is a hot seat with other players, and some players are more backstabby than others. personally, my playing style, well, you guys probably will have to take my word for it because, well, there aren't any other hot seats on YouTube that I've done. Well, I'm more cautious and more picky about making my alliances, but I'm probably more likely than your average hot seat player to go back on them. I mean, unless by the time it becomes like really obvious that you'd go back on an alliance. I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but basically, say you're having, okay, say it's say I had an alliance with HRE and I had basically controlled a bunch of the area here, and basically we're basically the two largest factions on in the map, and we had an alliance for the better part of the game. Say that situation played out. Well, basically the alliance wouldn't fucking matter by that point, or if you have like basically 2-3 factions, it doesn't matter if you backstab your ally for the most part, because, well, at that point it doesn't really, at one point it doesn't even really matter. Once you reach a certain like critical mass, like you're going to be very difficult to stop. I think I talked about that earlier. Anyway, let's do another land clearance here. Yep, now our resources are a bit strained. I'm actually gonna slightly raise my taxes. It's gonna be normal, it's gonna be high. Doesn't look like it increases very much. I'm actually gonna set these back down. No. Shit. Yeah, I need the money. I'll set them back down next turn. And ready to trade. I'll just a little pro tip. Basically, if any of you other guys who don't do hot seats or are interested in doing hot seats, yes, my advice for you, basically, in hot seats. Now this is this is a bit trickier to get away with when you're doing let's plays on YouTube, or yeah, basically anything media related that's basically for public consumption. It's a bit trickier to get away with certain acts of certain skullduggery or whatnot, because other players will be watching, their viewers will be watching. Most people know what's up. I mean, I've seen players pull it off where it looks pretty inconspicuous, then one turn they attack another player out of the blue and then reveal they've been discussing an alliance with another player all along. Now that's pretty nice, but the thing is, if you're doing one that's not if you're not doing a hot seat that's like publicly broadcasted, or you're uploading it or whatever, it's easier to get away with certain things behind the scenes. I mean, for our purposes, for this hot seats purposes, if it's not on the the TO is at war with Novgorod. It's interesting. Well, I'm not really surprised. It's probably these territories up here. Yeah, they took this. And there's rioting going on here. Yeah, the TO doesn't look like they have very many troops here. That maybe they got demolished or whatever. Now, anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's easier to like not reveal your motives when you're not directly talking to as many players. I mean, I have been talking in chat with other players in this hot seat for certain like diplomatic discussions at different points in the hot seat. Though Because, well,
Yes.
basically, those aren't really made public unless one of the players says, oh, well, I've been talking with so-and-so or whatever. But for our purposes, whatever's on this, if you're is what's official. I mean, for example, Russia and Lithuania are allied officially, and if you break that alliance by like attacking your ally, you'll be known as a traitor, and people at their own discretion will make alliances or not make alliances with you that will impact your standing with other players to some extent, most likely. And the TO and Denmark are enemies with Russia as well. So yeah, what I'm discussing is probably familiar to most of you, I would assume, but some people are really new to Hotseats and don't really know what to do. And since I have quite a bit of time to kill, that's why I'm basically doing this. I don't have much to do this turn. I think I've done most of what I need to do. I might possibly bring an army down here. I don't know if my army is worth bringing down all the way over there. Probably not. Not at this point, at least, because if I have that army over here, which is over here, which should be, well, be guarding my frontiers, I know. If I bring it over here to expand, I mean, that leaves me pretty vulnerable to most attacks. Maybe not against the Golden Horde, I suppose, or Lithuania if they decide to attack, or the TO, but yeah, I'm exposed to basically anything coming from here, just really basic strategic.
My lord.
Well, it's basically of a pretty good strategic value to know where to place your armies, like placing them in forests or placing them across bridges, and not doing really stupid things with them. And I guess you could say I've been doing a bit of a stupid thing by keeping my armies in this area, though I did do that as a precaution, so I guess it isn't the most stupid thing I could have done. The most stupid thing I probably could have done with my armies, if you ask me, besides putting them on a boat and just taking them to ass nowhere, would probably be just to leave my armies in Krakow, right here, doing jack shit, basically. I don't know anyone who would really do that unless they're extremely unfamiliar with strategy games and don't really have any sort of strategic concept. But otherwise, I should move this merchant. Don't see any other resources. Okay.
Yes, my lord. Setting up a
Yeah, I am strapped for cash right now, so I don't think I'll be building any more things in the next few turns. Just let my finances recuperate.
How may I serve? God's servant. On my way. As you wish.
There we go. Gotta spread the faith. Alright, so I've been doing quite a bit of talking and going on about things this turn. Hopefully this army doesn't rebel, or I will be very inconvenienced.
An order.
Who is my target?
Actually gonna just ban these peasants right here. I don't really need these damn peasants.
My lord.
Too much upkeep for a shitty troop. Let's ban one of these. Alright, that looks a little better. I should have done that earlier, probably. Got my generals here.
Honor to serve, my lord.
I could move one of these guys. Faction leader. this guy, Kazimierz Kulich. You can command my army. You get the honor of commanding this army, and these guys can stop dicking about in these villages.
An honor to serve, my lord.
This guy.
An honor to serve, my lord.
Go down here. Just increase our taxation a little bit. This village isn't really of much value to me, so
Orders, my king.
I think I will move this
An honor to serve, my
here. That's alright, alright. I've done what I need to do. I'm gonna move my
Sire,
spy this way.
moving into position until morning, Lord.
Alright. I think that's all. Yep. Alright, so that is it for this turn. And now it is Denmark's turn. The Rambler is up. And hope you enjoyed this turn and maybe someone learned something for from my little discussion on tactics and strategy and hot seat shit. If you have any questions or anything you want to say, or if you think that certain if you disagree with me on anything or agree with me on anything, you can leave a comment or whatever. And yeah, see you guys next turn.